It's that time. Harvest.
You guys, everyone wants me to cry today. No way.
Have you ever seen a basketball star moved to tears by someone else's achievement? That's exactly what happened with A'ja Wilson. The WNBA champion couldn't hold back her emotions, but not for the reason you might expect. It was all sparked by the announcement of Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement.
I was like in tears, y'all.
Wondering what the fuss is about? Players get their jerseys retired, sure, but not like this. Caitlin Clark's ceremony is already making waves, even before it happens. Some A'ja Wilson fans claim Iowa timed it to steal the spotlight, but it's unlikely they even knew South Carolina's plans for Wilson, who graduated years ago. Let's explore why Wilson's emotions are stirred and how Clark is once again redefining women's basketball. Mark February 2, 2025, on your calendar. It's shaping up to be a landmark day in women's basketball. 2 players, 2 jersey retirements, but one star shining brighter than the rest. Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson, both transformative figures in the game, will have their jerseys retired on the same day. However, that's where the similarities stop. Clark's ceremony at Iowa is generating a buzz so massive, it's overshadowing Wilson's South Carolina celebration entirely.
We're taking on USC and Juju Watkins, nationally televised game, I believe. February 2nd, 2-2, so it's 22. Everything about it.
Let's talk numbers, because they're jaw-dropping. The cheapest ticket to witness Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement. A staggering $711, making it the priciest ticket in women's college basketball history. For comparison, that's even more than the cheapest ticket to an NBA Finals game. And if you're aiming for the best seats, prepare to shell out over $8,000. Meanwhile, tickets for A'ja Wilson's ceremony are going for just $25. Yes, you read that right, a price gap over 28 times larger for Clark's event. These numbers highlight the extraordinary demand for Clark's celebration and the contrasting dynamics between the two events.
That is a supply and demand thing. Especially in today's day and age where there's no such thing as a sellout, right? Where you can go to any event you want as long as you're willing to pay for it because of the secondary ticket market.
Social media is buzzing, and this isn't just about ticket prices. It's a game-changing moment for women's basketball. The demand we're seeing today was unimaginable just a few years ago. Caitlin Clark's last home game set records with ticket prices reaching $450, which now feels minor compared to her jersey retirement. Clark isn't just breaking records on the court, she's transforming the sport's perception of it. She's become a cultural icon, drawing in fans who might never have watched women's basketball before. What we're witnessing is Clark redefining the game and setting new standards for what's possible in the sport.
Leading scorer in women's college basketball.
I think just all her dreams came true right then and there, and that's what she worked for. I mean, she's put all blood, sweat, and tears into this sport, and I think it finally paid.
But stay tuned because this story is far from finished. What do Wilson and her team have to say?
Did get a standing ovation when Iowa's athletics director announced that the university will retire her number 22 jersey.
That number holds a lot of weight, far beyond my name, and I guess I'm just really grateful, and it'll be a special day when that happens for sure. Thank you. It's been very special, and this place will always be home to me.
As ticket prices for the Clark ceremony soared, a wave of online outrage was brewing. Fans of A'ja Wilson weren't just disappointed. They suspected something more calculated was at play. Could the real story be even more surprising than their theories? The social media frenzy began with Wilson's supporters expressing frustration over the timing of Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement. One fan vented on Twitter, writing, "Why would you schedule her jersey retirement on the same day as A'ja's? Are y'all serious?" This sentiment rippled across platforms, with Wilson's admirers feeling that their icon was being overshadowed by the attention on Clark. However, the timeline of events suggests a different perspective. Iowa's decision to honor Clark wasn't last minute. It was announced on April 11, 2024, shortly after the NCAA championship game.
There's nothing wrong with two schools retiring respective jerseys on the same day. But secondly, if you wanted the focus to be on A'ja Wilson, she'll probably get more attention as the second, most recognized jersey retirement of that day than she would have if she had the stage all to herself on that day.
So,
South Carolina, on the other hand, didn't announce their plans for A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement until October 2024, a full 6 months after Iowa's declaration. Wilson's fans argue that they're not focused on Clark's fan base, so why should they care about the timing clashing with Iowa's announcement? The question arises, why can't both players be celebrated on the same day without conflict?
Waited years and years to retire A'ja's jersey.
So why are Wilson's fans so convinced that Iowa is trying to overshadow South Carolina's celebration? It boils down to the meteoric rise of Caitlin Clark's popularity. Iowa's athletic director, Beth Goetz, made it clear. Clark's accomplishments have left an undeniable legacy at the university and in women's basketball. This wasn't a reaction to South Carolina's plans. It was about honoring their own superstar. But here's the real question. Why did it take South Carolina so long to honor Wilson? As one fan bluntly pointed out, why did South Carolina wait nearly a decade to retire A'ja's number? How is that Iowa's fault? It's a valid critique. Wilson graduated in 2018, yet her jersey retirement won't happen until 2025. The delay lies with South Carolina, not Iowa.
Iowa is rushing this. They're rushing, or everything is rushed with Caitlin Clark. No, she just did things faster and garnered more attention and more notoriety and celebrity and celebration and popularity.
Conspiracy theories are swirling, with some of A'ja Wilson's supporters convinced that Iowa intentionally chose the date to overshadow her moment. But let's think this through. Iowa selected a date tied to a high-profile game against USC featuring rising star Juju Watkins, a game that was already set to be nationally televised. Clark's jersey has been displayed in Hawkeye Arena for months. This event has been in the works for a while. How could Iowa have known when South Carolina would announce Wilson's jersey retirement? No one even knew about South Carolina's plans until long after Clark's announcement. This isn't about stealing anyone's spotlight. It's about maximizing visibility for women's basketball as a whole.
Caitlin Clark was getting her jersey retired last spring. This is not something that just sprung up on everybody. Thirdly, of course they're going to do it in a high-profile game that a lot of people are going to see that happens to match up with the numerology.
Here's the irony. Some fans are asking Wilson to move her date. One tweet read, tell A'ja to move her date, then the face of the WNBA can have hers. Show some respect. Is this about disrespect or a shift in women's basketball? The facts debunk the conspiracy theories. Iowa planned this long before South Carolina's announcement, aiming to spotlight Clark's popularity. But is there more to Wilson's reaction? Could this be about more than a jersey retirement? Stay tuned.
Long before Caitlin Clark plays another basketball game, yet she can still dominate some of this discussion and still is on people's minds.
You might assume A'ja Wilson's illustrious career would make her immune to feeling threatened, yet her recent reactions hint at an unexpected vulnerability. What's behind the WNBA veteran's surprising response to Caitlin Clark's rise?